Just sitting out here, kind of recuperating from the trip. Been back a few days now, about 3 or 4 days. Hope you saw the last video out there. Went well, good trip. It's actually the perfect amount of time. I always, was thinking heading out there would be nice to have 6, 7 days. I think it was 5 total. It was perfect, actually. Park started loading up, campground started loading up about the time the weekend came around, and we were out of there. So pretty much had open spaces, really nobody directly next to us, or most of the time. I think the first day there we had someone next to us, but they were cool. It was no problem. Most RVers are, as everyone knows. It's been in this a while. Thank you to all the subscribers. Please like and subscribe if you're new. I haven't said that in a while. But yeah, if you like the channel, it's about truck tow trailer. Used to be a travel trailer. Now it's a fifth wheel, but it's all towing. Either way with these two. But well, we didn't have any major issues this time out there. We were careful with the awning. We did have some rain. Did not really leave it out at all. Just maybe 5-10 minutes during the rain. Got some sunny, non-windy weather. Used it then. It worked great. It's basically a new awning. Been with the channel for a while. Fifth Wheel's got a new roof, new awning within the last year or two. Some pretty decent rain for out here, probably 1.5 inches. So thank goodness, didn't see any roof leaks, nothing like that. So yeah, everything seems to be good. Tow wise, did fine. Still haven't got the brakes done on the rammer, which I need to do. I'm just kind of holding off on the expense of it all, but maybe it won't be too bad. Probably should call back over there and get another estimate. Haven't had them done. They're not squeaking in or anything. We just kind of was talking to the wife about it. We just kind of feel like maybe we should get them done. We do use the exhaust brake a lot. I do pretty much all the time around town, whatever, or even not towing. Anyhow, I think it may have saved the brakes a little bit. I don't know. They say it cleans off the fins on the turbo, I think. I'm not a mechanic. But I just hear some of these things and try, and if they make sense, I try and utilize them. Like warming up the truck. I try and get it up to 95 degrees before I take off. And I try and, even though you don't really have to, unless it's a cool morning, get the, I don't even think they use glow plugs anymore on the diesels. Put a comment. But I wait until like 5 seconds after that light says you can start it to kind of prime the pump. I heard. Again, I don't know. Knock on wood, we got over 50,000. It's running strong, so I'll just keep doing it. Hey, call me superstitious, maybe, but it seems to be working. Yeah, other than that, got back here, then the next day we put everything away, and we did identify some things we needed for next time. Wife needed a new vacuum for inside. It's been, I guess we've had this 4 years now. Wow, that kind of flew by. Yeah, I guess it's been over 4 years. The fifth wheel anyways, so the vacuum, it was done. So I said, why don't we just have it all at home and ready to put right back in it when we get there, and then we don't have to worry about it next time. Everything's that we identified on this trip anyways that needed repairing, replacing, we already have in there for next time. Like I needed some gloves for doing the sewage. I did a video on it, few videos back. It was actually, I think the wow. I think it might have actually been spring camping of 25. Um, actually did a fairly long video, wasn't that in depth. Just kind of went over things, how to dump, basically. And then flesh out. My big thing is to flesh it out um, every time. Every time. Do at least maybe 3-4 pulls until it starts running clean, no toilet paper, that type of thing. Great subject. I don't know how I'm going down that road, but yeah, that's one of the videos. You can, if you go back, you'll find it. But other than that, yeah, again, still no recalls. I did double check. Thank goodness. It's a good thing. I did look at some of the newer prices on fifth wheels, and the Grand Design, I think, really would have nothing for us anyhow. Step two. Because there's no king beds. I went through all the models that our dealer that we've used before had, and I did not see any king beds. That's a no-go. If they're not making the Grand Designs with fifth beds king beds anymore, that's not going to work for us. However, I did notice that some big Class C's that are way too expensive that we could never afford. Class A's, I'm sorry, had king beds, but not going to go to Class A just to get a king bed. We already have one in ours, so that much more reason to hold on to it and try and pay it off. And price-wise, geez, these things are still up there. You know, not nowhere near like a Class A or whatever, but you know, out west here, I think brand new 25s are going for, I'm going to say they're 32 footers, roughly 65 grand. Don't quote me on it, but you know, they're still pricey. I guess they could probably be up higher. Maybe people weren't buying them for a while. I don't see that many on the road anymore. So maybe people aren't RVing like they were. Everything's so expensive. That's probably why. And that's why we go local a lot, because gas is so dang high. They're just killing us. Hopefully we can get some relief soon, but not out west here. Anyhow, that's a different subject. But yeah, so I tried to see if she wanted to do another trip in December. That was kind of a no-go. So it's probably going to be, I'm thinking probably February time frame, February, March, before, you know, it gets too blazing. We do have a cruise coming up, another cruise. I'll try and include some pictures when we get back. So we've been kind of doing that in between the RV trips, which has been nice. Kind of mixes it up. So yeah, I'm thinking it probably won't be till February because the cruise is in November. So that's next month, and it's kind of right around the corner. It's less than, I think it's about 3 weeks away. So yeah, this time we're going to the Eastern Caribbean, down there. So should be fun. We're looking forward to it. More than anything, just getting away, getting a break. We love our dogs, but we need a break from them too. We feel like this last trip was more for the dogs, as you saw out there. You know, we had the dog fences set up and whatnot, and took them for walks. It was a pretty good setup. My wife did a lot of the video on this last one, which I thought came out really good, better than what I do. So anyhow, yeah, I'll send this video up definitely between now and when we leave for the cruise. Just kind of give you an update what's going on with the channel. Again, if you're new to RVing, you know, it's a great, I don't want to say hobby, but it's kind of a hobby and thing to be into as far as travel. It's a great way to get away, and depending on where you're at and what campground you go to, or maybe you're dry camping out in the middle of nowhere, which would be fun too. We've never done that. I'd love to, but I don't know if she would go for it. Like I've said many times, she wants full hookups and the full sewer, which I don't blame her. I've kind of gotten used to it myself. So anyhow, that's pretty much it, guys. Just checking in one more time after that last camping trip. I hope you enjoyed that video. It wasn't as long as normal. I forgot to bring the GoPro, and I forgot to run the video the first day. And I forgot my stand for the Starlink, which worked out anyways. By the way, you can use a storage bin, big piece of Tupperware, if you forget your Starlink stand. I have the Gen 1, I guess it is. The new ones, I think you lay flat anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It worked. Go figure. I guess there's so many satellites up there for Starlink. I was used to the old DirecTV days. You had to pretty much get it right on the satellite out there, which was, oh man, those days were rough sometimes. Sometimes you find it right away, and other times you know, like, oh my gosh, it was rough. Hence why we kind of switched over to the Starlink, which is pricey. I still had to go with, well, they prorate it, but still $165 a month plan for unlimited data. I tried the lower bandwidth. I think I talked about in the video with the Starlink test, I guess you could call it. I did it out in the backyard here. And no, the $50 a month plan really gives you, I think, 5 gig of data, and that we blazed through that in a day, you know, just watching movies and laptop, whatnot. So if you're gonna run the Starlink, as far as I know, leave a comment. Maybe you know something I don't. You know, I just turn it on and then pause it. Now pausing, you got to pay $5 a month, and that's kind of what the test was about. But still good. I mean, otherwise you're not gonna. I guess maybe you could run through a cell plan somehow. I've seen some antennas out there that people are doing. But for us, the Starlinks work pretty good. We've been pretty happy with it. I think we've had it at least 3 years now, maybe longer. You guys tell me. It's been on the channel the whole time. So other than it being expensive to buy and expensive when you have to turn it on, you know, those are the downsides, which is pretty much a showstopper for a lot of people, which I don't blame folks. It's just, you know, people got their hand out left and right out there. But if you want to work remotely, if you want entertainment, if you want whatever, you're not going to rely on, if you're brand new, just a little thing about it, there's plenty of videos on this too, but there's not reliable park internet out there. You probably don't want to even try it. It may be whatever. They get saturated. You can try cell phone. You got a good plan and a good signal, you might be okay. But again, we found Starlink's been the best so far. Maybe there's other options already. I haven't done a lot of research, and I probably should. Oh, I know one thing that might be wrong is our battery may have gone out, which I will find out soon if it did or not, because I got it on the trickle down on the Blue Yeti. I trickled down through the I forget the name of the trickle down system, but it's been red for 2 days now, the trickle down system, which I've never seen it do that. So I'm thinking the battery is done, which it's only maybe not even a year and a half old. Maybe it is. Maybe it's, yeah, just over a year and a half old. Just our standard battery, you know, what are the AGMs or all that? None of that. It's just a standard battery. I got it, I think, I forget where I got it, but paid maybe $150 for it, something like that. Some auto parts store. So I may go to an AGM. I had one on the trailer, which I should have kept when I traded it in. Travel trailer. because it was over, I think, $200 at the time, and they're probably at least that much now. But that thing ran great. I think that ran 3 years, no problem. It just ran and ran. Um, and that's a big thing, guys. If you're just starting an RV, especially fifth wheel travel trailers, really probably any of them, they sit. You got to keep an eye on those batteries. You got to keep them trickled down. If you just let them sit, it's like a boat. If you ever owned a boat, same way. Batteries, the heat's really bad on them, but especially what's bad on them is them sitting and not being used, and they have a tendency they wear out. They just from non-use even, which is weird, but it does. And I'll put the trickle down system on here. I mean, I don't have anything with them. You can probably find it at Amazon, whatever, but I just keep that hooked up actually through a solar system. Doesn't really cost me much. I just run the Blue Yeti to the solar panel I got on the shed. Simple. But like I say, I think this one might be done, because usually I could run it for maybe one day. It'll do some type of charge and then start flashing green, so that means it's maintaining it, and just gives it a little charge every now and then. But I can't get it to that point, so I think I might bite the bullet and just get a AGM battery, which then I'm going to have to figure out how to actually trickle that down, which I may not have to. Leave a comment if anybody's doing that. But I want to get a better battery. I'm just tired of, these things going out. A year and a half's not that long. You should get more, to me, you should get longer life out of a battery, this type of scenario, but get what you pay for. And I will keep you guys posted on that one. That's probably been the only thing I can think of that we're dealing with. Oh, we need to do some reorganization, so I'll probably go back out there and do that underneath. It's gotten kind of rough again, but that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the subscribers, all the people that are thinking about subscribing, and again, leave a comment below, and you guys have a great one. See you next time.